Hey everyone, welcome back to MiniBike Mike's Garage. Well, as you can see, I'm sitting outside underneath the awning next to the Thirsty Turtle. A couple weeks ago, I made a post saying that my videos on the mini bikes are going to be slowing down because we bought a piece of property, nearly 3 acres with a little house, 820 square feet, I think it is, that we're fixing up for our daughter to live in. And the house is turning into a total gut. And today is Wednesday, May 24th. It's 4:32 in the afternoon. As you can tell, I'm all dirty from working. My eyes feel like they're filled with drywall dust, plaster dust, so I'm sure I look a mess, but who cares, you know? I know that a lot of you won't be into these videos, but you know, I want to post something, and some of you guys said, hey, we'll watch the renovation videos. Those are cool. So I just wanted to come on and give you a little update today. Let's see, like I said, today's the 24th. I believe this is the 12th. We were just finishing up the 12th day that we've owned the property. We took 2 days off, took yesterday off and 1 day last week off. So we've actually worked on it 10 days. And well, this video, I filmed some earlier stuff, so when this when I get off of here and the video starts, really, that's the day that we bought the property. You're going to see it before we touched anything, and then I'll show you a couple little updates, and then at the end I'll come back where we're at today and show you where we stand as of the end of today. So here you go. All right, we're going to take a video, try and document the smoky dollhouse. Cabinets they left over for us. This wall has paneling, but I'm guessing they smoked so bad. That's why you've seen the outlines of things on the wall. I do not know what this bulkhead awning. I guess there was, oh yeah, there was curtains, drapes that hang, but we're gonna take that down. Cool little window feature, and the door has the same whole thing. I think we'll probably try and clean those up and keep that. But the walls will be gutted, all the electrical. It's the old 2-wire, so we're gonna update everything. This is obviously the living room. It's got wood floors. Hopefully we can sand them and clean them up. So come in the living room door, or the front door, and you're in the living room. It currently has this built-in. I don't know that we're saving that because this wall is going to be taken out from the left side of this doorway to the corner so that we can open up kitchen and living room all into one big room. Old metal cabinets. We'll probably save this countertop. It's cool. Looks like no chips in it. Well, yep, I lied. Yep, there's a chip right there, I see. But looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Back up some here. That's as far back as it'll let me go. So this is the kitchen. It's got a built-in ironing board right here. Again, probably not an item that'll stay. I'll come back to that. That's a door to the outside, to the back, and down to the stairs. Hallway, bathroom, green. Shower, this is all going to be gutted. It's got a laundry chute that you could drop laundry down to the laundry that was in the basement originally. And then 2 bedrooms. This one to the left is on the front of the house. And this one is in the back corner. Even though this one's smaller, I think we're going to gut and reconfigure, and we're going to turn this front bedroom into a laundry room and bathroom. We'll probably put a wall from this window across and make that side a room And this side of room, it's got a closet. We'll open all this up, built in here, but again, that's probably gonna go. Then all this will get gutted. Where the shower's at, I'll show you in a minute, but we're gonna make a little, inside the back door, like a little mud room, like a little area. So all this bathroom, everything here will then be opened up into this room to make it bigger. So this will be basically a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Bottom of the stairs, there's a little room here to the left. Sorry, I don't have any lights on. It's dark, sorry. They've built up the floor. I don't know if you can see that. There's a step there. So I'm not sure why they built that floor up. We're gonna tear that out. They did the same thing in this old garage area. That is all gonna come down. We're gonna put an overhead door back in that. And not necessarily to park a car in here, but to use this for lawnmowers and storage. But this old floor here that they built up will get taken out and get back down to the concrete. And then just the rest of the basement. This back here has the coal chute, the original coal furnace. So this was the coal room. A lot of updating to electrical and plumbing. Got my truck here. We're gonna put up a temporary fence for dogs. So this is the back of the house. You can see this was where the drive used to come in here and come around, and used to go underneath the house for the garage. 2.7 acres. It goes just beyond this dead tree corner right over there, all the way over to that house that you see over there, and then back, it's 500 feet deep or something like that. So we're only not even a third of the way back when you hit this brush. It's pretty wooded. Somebody started cleaning up, and we've got piles of brush all over the place that we've got to clean up, burn. We'll be cooking s'mores for quite some time. We can't seem to buy a property without some kind of old shed on it that needs to be torn down, with all kinds of lovely goodness in it. But yeah, you can see it's pretty wooded. We're going to try and come in and clean some of this up. Allie wants to put a dog agility arena right in this area someplace. So that'll be for down the road. Got to get the house ready to live in first. So we will give you updates as we move along, but I've got to start now and start getting a fence up so we can bring the dogs up and stay up here a little longer during the day, so we don't have to rush home to take care of them. We can bring them with us. So we've got old hog panels left over from the kids' 4-H days, so we're gonna put those back to good use. Glad I saved them. First project, mostly completed. Got a little fenced in area. Used old hog panels. That's an opening. I'm gonna get some wire. I need to make that one so I can open it and close it to be able to get a lawnmower inside here. But this way we can let the dogs out the back door, have them a little bit of space to run. Tried to include a tree inside the fence so they got something to pee on. So I think we're good. Well, I've been out in the back working on the fence. Mama Warner has started tearing down some of the plaster in this, or the drywall, and it's double layered, right, Mama?
Yes.
It's thick. Don't know what they.
It's not lath and plaster.
It's not lath and plaster, but for some odd reason, it's like a layer of drywall and then a layer of plaster on top of it. Interesting. She's making headway. We're going to get it all off. Out with disgusting, in with the new. And in with the new. So we can at least use the bathroom while we're here working on the house and do it in somewhat kind of comfort. Well, we bought the house on Friday. Today is Tuesday. We didn't really work on it Friday, so we spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then today. So we've got 4 days that we've worked on this place. Got that wall gutted both sides, and I think that wall is actually going to come completely out, and we're going to open up this living room and that kitchen area. I think we're going to keep that built in right there, but this is going to go away, and I think we're going to do an island, an L shape, and daughter will have just a place to sit there. So we've got that. We've got all the walls that direction gutted, all the drywall and plaster taken off of them. Mama Warner spent today and took the tile off of the bathroom. So now we can start removing the drywall, plaster, whatever you want to call this, out of that room. These 2 rooms are pretty much finished. Got them all down. Closets bare. That room, got it completely gutted. Still need to take this old built-in out of this room, but closet all the way. So obviously, and I still have those walls there in the living room. I still have to. So we're getting close. The plan is to take every piece of drywall plaster off with the exception of the ceilings. I don't want to get into the mess of having insulation coming down. And so we're going to leave those up. We may skim them. So all this still needs to come off. We'll probably skim the ceilings with a thin layer of drywall just to kind of smooth them out. They're not in horrible shape. This had a bulkhead up here like that does above the cabinets. And when I took the cabinets out, I took that bulkhead out. So still need to gut this room, but decent progress for 4 days. I do have to show you this. So this wall and the white part of that wall had paneling on it, 1970s paneling, and took it all down. And when I took off the section on this wall, they obviously smoked really bad in this house, and everything, wherever something was hanging, it left the outline of that on the wall. I'm guessing from the cigarette smoke. So you can see, this is kind of crazy. You can see the cross on the wall, but if you get it the right angle, I don't know if it's going to show up on video, but just to the left of the cross, it almost looks like the face that you see in the movies. I think it's the Scream. Is that the name of the movie? Scary Movie? Maybe that's what it's called. Scary Movie. I'm not sure. That white mask, but 2 eyes and a mouth. Kind of creepy. But anyway, so that's the update. That's where we're at after day 4. Well, I just rewatched the video that I had filmed earlier. I didn't realize I had not filmed since day 4, so we've made quite the progress. I was just going to show up backwards, but my friends at Hoosier Hauler have, that is the 3rd 15-yard dumpster that we have had dropped off here. The first one weighed 4.96 tons. So just shy of 10,000 pounds. The next one weighed 4.27. So, you know what, it's a little over 8,000, between 8,000 and 9,000 pounds. This house was heavy. All that thick drywall plaster stuff, and we had to carry it, I don't know what this is, 20 yards from the house over to the dumpster. But the foundation has to be breathing a sigh of relief on this house, because with what I've got in there now, we're well over 20,000 pounds that we've taken out of this little 800 square foot house. So, all right, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what we've got on the inside. My daughter dubbed this house the Smoky Doll House because of the smoke covered walls from, you know, cigarette smoke, and the fact that it's only 820 square feet, so it's like a little dollhouse. But here we are after 10 days. I still haven't taken this wall completely out. I just taken out some so we can kind of see it. My daughter's starting to mark out in tape where cabinets and things are going to go. Mama Warner has been diligently going through and trying to clean these white cased windows and get some excess paint and smoke dust, you know, the stuff off of that. So trying to clean those up. She's working her butt off on those. So, but we have totally gutted every piece of drywall plaster with the exception of the ceilings in this house. And I tell you, it was, I had a piece here. It was a pain in the ass. Is this it over here? Here we go. So to get the plaster, they had this mesh. And it was up in the corners up here between the wall and the ceiling. Well, I didn't want to get into the ceiling and start tearing it. What is that, 2.5 inches or so? So it went 2.5 inches back a bit. I didn't want to go trying to tear all that out. So I tore all the plaster up to that point, left it, and then I had to take a one of those rotary, not rotary, I don't know what you held, the little tool that takes these things and goes back and forth. And I had to cut that mesh right off at the ceiling all the way around to clean up and get it down off of that nailing surface there. And whew, that was a couple day job. That was not fun. So we have taken this closet completely out. So we'll obviously have some work to do with moving some wood flooring around. Not that big of a deal. We'll have a gap here that we'll need to fill before they come in and skim the ceiling with drywall. But this is, that I think that's marked out where the bed and so forth is going to be. Obviously this register won't be there. That'll all get moved. But this is going to be the master. And then over in this area, still have not got this laid out 100% the way we want it, but she's kind of started taping things out. This will get divided into 2 rooms, a laundry room / closet, and then a bathroom type of thing. And most of this wood will probably come up and we'll go with tile, and then we'll be able to use this for filling in spaces here that we need to get this back into a decent wood floor. We've also got some bad spot. There's a bad spot over underneath that window where at one point the window leaked pretty bad and the flooring is going to need to be replaced, but we should have enough. We made a little change here from what I talked about earlier in the video. So it's going to be a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We're going to keep a half bath. That blue tape is going to represent a wall, and we're going to keep a toilet and a sink back there. Earlier in the video, I talked about how where the tub was, we were going to maybe open up a wall. So when you came in the back door, there was an area. Well, we ran into that vent pipe, and I really don't want to get into having to move that big old cast iron vent pipe. So it's in the way of where we wanted to put a door. So we ditched that plan. So there's going to be a pocket door where this blue tape is, pocket door to get into that room. And then this area will obviously need the floor patched. And then this will be like a little pantry storage closet type of thing for her. She did decide to keep the built-in. Not sure exactly what she's going to try and do there yet, whether she's going to try and strip that, get all the paint. It must have 8 layers of paint on it, or if she's just going to repaint it. And then the kitchen, and there again, she's working on the layout. Basically, it's just going to have a counter that comes across and then an L out this way. And this will have, the counter will actually overhang the backside, so there'll be a couple chairs. Obviously, the gas line will get moved. I think that the oven's going to be over here someplace. But a lot of work. We're going to take out these windows and put just a single window. This window's coming out, and we're going to do some French doors. Eventually, where there'll be a deck on the back. That door is going to go away. Where we've got this little dorm fridge, that's where her refrigerator and some cabinets are going to go. But anyway, so yeah, I've started cutting electrical. I don't have any power turned on in the house other than an outlet to this. And I've got one other outlet that I've got run outside so that I can plug in the Thirsty Turtle. We actually brought the RV up, and we've been staying here for 3 or 4 days at a time because we live almost an hour away, and so we were losing 2 hours a day with drive time. So, but anyway, that's where we're at upstairs. I'm probably 90% done with the demolition. I think I've got all the hard work. I want to go through and pull every inch of electrical, pull all these old things down, all this. I want to get rid of all of this, all these old plugs and switches and all that. All the electrical is going to get pulled out, and we're going to have the house completely rewired. So I still have to do that. I'll take you down here to the basement. Earlier in the video, when I got down here, there was this room they had built up a wood floor. I'm guessing because the floor got wet, and part of the reason it gets wet is the guttering is non-existent on the back side there. So I think, you know, as it rains, it came down and then straight underneath this wall. That's the original tub from upstairs. We're going to keep it. It and that porcelain sink that was in the kitchen, I think we're going to put them down here. I'm going to build an elevated stand for that. And my daughter is into dog agility and has 3 dogs, and we're going to try and clean that up. And she's going to use it as a wash tub for her dogs. There's a drain right here that drains out to the sewer, so that'll work really well. We can, you know, get it up a little bit higher so she doesn't have to bend over to wash the dogs, and then drain it right into, we'll just tie in right into that drain line. Same way with the sink. We might put the sink over here on the other side or something and So yeah, so got this room cleaned up quite a bit better. We still, like I said, got a lot of work. I have to gut almost all of this. These are old water lines, old galvanized water lines. I want to get rid of all this. That's a gas line. We're not going to run a gas dryer, so I can take that part out, but we're going to need to keep most of those for the gas water heater and then the gas oven. But just a lot of mess, you know, stuff that just can go away. So I'm going to probably work tomorrow. I'm done for today. That'll be my job, is to come down here and start getting the, you know, just getting all this mess cleaned up. All this excess, there's a lot of old cable wires and telephone wires. That's what this is hanging down. I mean, there's just, you know, the house was built in 1956 and they just kept adding, as technology, different, you know, cable and phones and fiber and all kinds of things there. And then this is the little garage area, and I took down the wall. I've got a garage door company that's going to be coming and taking a look at that and see if we can't put some kind of roll-up door here. It's going to be tough because I don't have the opening. The height of the door is almost the same height as the bottom of the joist here for the floor. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I know they have nowadays, they got, you know, fancier side roll things and so forth. I don't need an automatic opener. Might be nice, but it would be nice to get a door that can roll up. So, all right, there you go. Still got plenty of brush piles. I'm getting ready to, I think we're gonna call a company and see if we can't have somebody come out and clean up. I mean, we've got piles everywhere. The previous owner, you can see there's trees cut down all over the place, and we just have brush. And so I thought I could burn it and do some things, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overwhelming. I got enough other work to do and to sit and try and burn all this. I'm gonna walk you back here. I brought up a Dixie chopper, and I brought a MiniBike today. That's good. Finally, after 12 days, I finally loaded a CT70 in the back of my truck. So we're living right over there. There's the old Thirsty Turtle. But it's a really nice piece of property. Dead end street, really quiet back here. But I brought that old Dixie chopper there, and I don't know if it'll show up here, but I mowed some paths, mowed some trails, and it goes back. Like I said, I think this property is 532 feet long or deep, and right at 300 feet wide, 2.7 acres or something to that effect. So, all right, fellas, that's probably enough of an update. Hopefully you enjoy following along. One of these days we'll get to the exterior, but we gotta get it to the point where she can actually live in it first, and then we can work on the outside while she's here. So guys, have a great day, and I'll continue to post some updates, and hopefully maybe I'll even sneak in a mini bike video or two. So we'll see you later. So I'll try and get something out in the next few days. Thanks.